Hello guys and welcome to today's daily puzzle Cash In or Crash In. Let's get right to it. So what do I see? Well, I see that their king is relatively safe behind its own pieces and that we don't really have any meaningful ways of giving a check. Sure, we could sacrifice the queen, but they would simply take our queen and that would be the end of that attack. So instead we can look at something different, being a mate in two threat by using our rook over here. If they don't take, then undercover from the rook, our queen can slide in and eventually deliver checkmate. Now I do like that, and it's also what I see as being our best option, so let's act upon it. And clearly they do take, but by doing so they have locked their king into a dangerous position because our pawns have a decent amount of its exits covered, and since the king no longer is covering this pawn, that means that our queen can now slide in with the check, forcing the king back to its initial rank. Now, what do we do after that? Well, it is very tempting to say, let's take the rook, but then the king can escape, and we have no real follow-up after that. So we have to look at something different. What different option do we have? Well, our rook can slide over with a check, forcing the king to move over once again. Or, if he doesn't decide to do that, they can theoretically move their bishop over, after which we can take the rook, after which they can slide their knight in and re-fortify themselves. So that still seems pretty decent because we are keeping up the pressure. Now they do decide to interpose and we could let them fortify up by winning the rook, but that would simply be too annoying to deal with, especially because that knight still is undercover from their queen. But this actually might be an opportunity for us, because if we now use our rook to take their bishop, we are increasing the pressure even more, forcing the king to move over. After which, we can start doing a shuffle mate by slowly shuffling over. Now clearly they are going to act upon it and use their knight to take away our rook, which however does open up their queen to be taken by ours. There we go. In this position we should be able to win. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.